Today I want to talk to you about setbacks and frustration. On the road to success, you will face setbacks and moments of frustration. That's part of the journey. It's how you choose to handle those moments of frustration and setback that will define you as a person. While it is okay to feel frustrated and to feel annoyed at all these setbacks, and it is perfectly acceptable to vent to some close friends and get their advice as to what to do. And here's where having the right type of friends come in handy and is important, because the right kind of friends will let you vent your frustration and then say, now what? What's your plan now? What do you intend to do? Because there's two ways you can handle frustration and setback. You can choose to roll over and die and just give up. You can choose to throw a fit and say, I'll never succeed, why even bother? Or you can say, how can I work around this? What can I do to overcome this obstacle? What can I do to make this happen? You can learn to grow through this experience. You can either fight or flight. That's the two aspects of your brain. Are you going to stay there and fight, or are you going to run away? Now, when I say fight, I don't mean physically fight with people, but are you going to stand at the precipice of this mountain and say, oh, I can't do this? Or are you going to say that mountain, be removed and cast into the sea? You see, whatever faith you're from, I happen to be a Christian, so I'll bring up the teaching of Christ. He said, in this world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. He guaranteed there are going to be moments of opposition, moments of failure, and moments of frustration, moments where it just seems like it's impossible. But he also said, whoever believes, who has faith as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, be removed and cast into the sea, and it will obey you. Now, I could speak out of experience. I suffer from depression and anxiety. Well, I hate that word suffer. I'm diagnosed with depression and anxiety. So I have moments where I feel like I just can't get ahead. Now, I could just roll over and die. Or I could say to those mountains of anxiety, those mountains of depression, those mountains of opposition, be removed and cast into the sea. In the end of the day, you are responsible for the gifts God, your Creator, gave you. It is you that must stir them up. And where it's great to have mentors, like I listen to Darren Hardy every day, and I read a lot of Brandon Bouchard. Those are some of my heroes that I look up to and read about and get encouraged by. But in the end of the day, I am the one that has to pick myself up by the proverbial bootstrings and make things happen. And by which mean I believe, because of my faith, that God is with me and He makes a way where there is no way. But I am the responsible one to step out and make it happen, to do what I feel led to do. And the same goes with you. In the end of the day, you are responsible for your life. It is your journey. It is your path to success. It is your life. And you cannot make other people responsible for your happiness or your success. Where it is good to have friends come alongside you in agreement, and you can't do everything alone. Yes, you do need to ask people for help. But in the end of the day, they are not in charge of your happiness or your success. You are. Your spouse is not responsible for your happiness or your success. The government's not responsible for your happiness or your success. You are. So, when you face those moments of challenge and frustration and you want to give up, are you just going to roll over and die? Are you going to faint like a fainting goat? Are you just going to go back to being mediocre and go along with the rest of the sheep? You know, it's also said that wide is the way that leads to destruction, and many people go by it. But narrow is the way that leads to life, that leads to true success and happiness, and there are few who find it. So you're going to go back to being part of the masses every time something gets hard? Or are you going to rise above and make it happen? Are you going to stand at that mountain and say, be removed and cast into the sea, and it will obey you? You can look at obstacles as reasons to give up, or you can look at obstacles as ways to get stronger. Because in life, there's going to be obstacles. There's going to be people who directly oppose what you're trying to accomplish, and they are going to maliciously stand in your way to keep it from happening. There's people who are going to say, yes, 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 we agree with you, we agree with you, we agree with you. We'd like to see this accomplished. We'd like to see you succeed, but do absolutely nothing to help you. It's frustrating. Trust me, I know. But you can either be angry at those people, blame those people for your lack of success, or you could keep on moving. You know, it's been said that slow going is better than no going. Slow moving forward is better than no moving forward. And I think it was Mark Twain that said, never make fun of anyone or put down anyone who is making progress regardless of how slow. So that's my challenge to you, plain and simple. Are you just going to choose to give up every time something doesn't go your way, or you have a setback, or you feel frustrated? Or are you going to use those setbacks, those frustrations, those failures to press forward? Who's willing to join me? Who's going to join me in this journey? Who is going to agree with me, stand with me, and join me and keep moving forward? And choose to be made stronger by every obstacle you face. I challenge you. Make those obstacles, those challenges, those oppositions reason to excel forward and upward. Use them as ramps to launch out and shoot for the stars. If nothing else, you'll land on the moon. That's been said too as well. You all have a great day, and may God richly bless you and watch over you.